First place in the Moore League was on the line when the Compton Tar Babes hosted the Poly Jackrabbits Friday night at Compton High. The Tar Babes were 8-0 coming into the game, and the atmosphere in the stadium was very much like a playoff game. On their first possession of the game, Compton went down the field and scored when senior Donald Green rushed 42 yards for a touchdown. The gutsy Tar Babes then made a two-point conversion when senior Bernard Griffin passed to junior tight end Christopher Metcalf to make it 8-0. Poly answered with a touchdown of their own when senior running back Ricky Johnson dashed 16 yards for a Jackrabbit score. They never looked back. Early in the second quarter, junior quarterback Morgan Fennell plunged in to make it 14-8. As the teams took to the field in the second half, Compton was able to get some momentum going their way when they were finally able to recover a Poly fumble. But on their first play after getting the ball, they coughed it right back up. Fennell then threw a 40-yard strike to senior receiver Kevin Norrell Jr. to make it 21-8. Then, Fennell found senior Randall Cox for another Poly touchdown. After that, the game was never in question. On the defensive side, Poly wore the Tar Babes down physically. Several Compton players had to be helped from the field, including Compton's star running back Donald Green, who was taken to the hospital with an apparent rib injury. Another player, sophomore Chris Jones, was injured trying to take down Poly's Ricky Johnson. He was also taken to the local hospital with an apparent neck injury. All night, Poly halted Compton when they tried to run, and were able to pick off Griffin several times when he tried to pass. At the end of the game, the score was 42-14. Coach Raul Laura spoke about the resiliency of his team.
Tell me, how impressive was your team tonight, though? I mean, after giving up the first touchdown, you guys just steamrolled them after that.
Well, you know, I told somebody, this is the first year 3 Moore League teams scored first on us. And I love the way our team is composed, even though that happened. They didn't freak out or anything. It was like, okay, here we go. Come on, we're in a battle. And they did a fantastic job of the way they responded.
Poly running back Ricky Johnson carried the ball 11 times for 110 yards and 2 touchdowns. He spoke about what it means to answer the call in big games.
When the time is needed, big players got to make big moves and step up. I've been slow with a couple injuries. Sophomore underclassmen running backs, they really stepped it up, so it's like I wasn't even there. I'm just playing the leadership role on the sideline, and we've been winning, so whatever helped the team win, it's all good.
Quarterback Morgan Fennell was 12 for 14 passing for 175 yards and 2 touchdowns, as well as a rushing score. He spoke about clinching a tie for the Moore League.
That's big for us. I mean, to come out here with teams pumping up this game like Compton and us to come out here and perform like we did tonight, I mean, I believe we got a lot of respect going into the playoffs tonight.
How important is it to be the number 1 seed going into the playoffs?
It's important. I mean, well, we always want to be at the number 1 spot, but it all happens. It all depends on what happens at the end. I mean, we don't care about going into it. We care about coming out of it.
If it wasn't for Compton being undefeated, we wouldn't have this fantastic environment. I mean, what a playoff setting here. It was a great game. I never thought Compton would have stands in the back of the end zones and people all over the place. I thought it was a great high school environment. And so credit goes to them because of the success they've been having.